Breaking financial alert for UK households. A hidden opportunity worth up to £16,000 in tax-free income is now being brought to light, and it could be one of the most powerful lifelines during this cost of living crisis. From overlooked HMRC allowances to government-backed childcare subsidies and tax-free savings tricks, there are 5 major schemes you may have never fully tapped into. But today, that changes. While inflation has battered households and essential costs continue to climb, what many don't realize is that the UK tax system still holds valuable reliefs, tax-free allowances that could save your household thousands of pounds per year. These are not just theoretical figures on a spreadsheet. This is real, practical money that could go back into your wallet every year. We're talking about clever and legitimate ways to shield your income from the taxman, boost your monthly budget, and reduce stress in a time when every pound counts. The total potential benefit? Up to a staggering £16,000, all completely legal and officially recognised by HMRC and the UK government. Let's begin with one of the most underutilised, yet incredibly powerful tax reliefs in the UK, the marriage allowance. This single allowance alone could slash your household tax bill by up to £1,260 a year. Here's how it works. If you're married or in a civil partnership, and one of you earns less than the personal allowance threshold while the other is a basic rate taxpayer, you could transfer £1,260 of your personal allowance to your spouse or partner. What that means is you're handing over a portion of your unused tax-free income limit to your partner, which reduces their overall tax bill. This is particularly useful in households where one partner works part-time, stays at home, or is retired on a smaller pension. And here's the kicker: if you've been eligible but haven't claimed in previous years, you can backdate your claim by up to 4 tax years. That's potentially over £5,000 in tax refunds straight back into your household account. Now, let's talk about side hustles, because in today's economy, more and more people are finding ways to make a little extra cash. Whether you're selling on eBay, running a stall at the weekend market, dog walking, tutoring, babysitting, or freelancing online, HMRC's Trading Allowance is made for you. You can earn up to £1,000 per tax year from these types of activities without needing to report it, register as self-employed, or pay a penny in tax. That's right, £1,000 completely tax-free, no paperwork if you stay under the threshold. But beware, if your earnings exceed the £1,000, you will need to declare it, so keep track. But for many casual sellers and part-time earners, this is an instant win. Think of it as a tax-free boost for your creativity and resourcefulness. Third on our list is one of the most generous and yet least claimed allowances, the rent-a-room scheme. Under this government initiative, if you rent out a furnished room in your main home, whether it's to a student, a lodger, or even on Airbnb, you can earn up to £7,500 per year entirely tax-free. That's more than £600 a month potentially just for having an extra person stay in your home. And again, this isn't a loophole, it's official government policy, actively designed to increase housing options and help you make the most of your property. You don't need to do anything special to qualify. As long as you're renting out a furnished room in your primary residence, you could be eligible. And if you share income with a partner, the allowance is split so each person gets £3,750 tax-free. Let's move to the fourth hidden gem: tax-free childcare. For many working families, the cost of childcare is one of the biggest financial burdens they face. But thanks to the government's tax-free childcare scheme, you could receive up to £2,000 per child each year. The government will cover 20% of your childcare costs. That's £2 for every £8 you pay, up to £2,000 annually, or even £4,000 for disabled children. This money can be used for nurseries, childminders, after-school clubs, and holiday schemes. All you have to do is apply through the HMRC-run childcare account system and pay your childcare provider from that account. For every £8 you deposit, the government adds £2, up to the annual maximum. The beauty of this scheme is that it helps working families directly reduce their real-time outgoings, freeing up vital cash for other household expenses. Finally, we come to the savings allowance, a powerful, often misunderstood tool that allows UK taxpayers to earn hundreds, or even thousands, in tax-free interest from savings each year. Here's how it works: if you earn less than £12,570 per year, known as the personal allowance, you may qualify for the starting rate for savings, which allows you to earn up to £5,000 in interest without paying tax. Yes, that's right, up to £5,000 of interest completely tax-free, even on top of your personal allowance. If your income rises slightly, the savings allowance gradually reduces, but most basic rate taxpayers still enjoy at least £1,000 of interest tax-free. And in this high interest rate environment, that means you can hold thousands in a savings account and earn money without any of it going to HMRC. For pensioners, part-time workers, and families with modest incomes, this can be a game-changing extra source of income. So, when you put it all together, the picture becomes clear. £1,260 from the marriage allowance. £1,000 from the trading allowance. £7,500 from the rent-a-room scheme. Up to £2,000 per child in tax-free childcare. And potentially £5,000 in savings income. That's a combined value of over £16,000 in untaxed, government-approved support and allowances, all hiding in plain sight. The key, however, is knowing how to access them and doing it safely. Laura Suter, Director of Personal Finance at AJ Bell, urges households to take a closer look at how income and savings are split across couples. She explains that even small changes in how money is structured in a family can result in huge tax savings. For example, moving savings into the lower earner's name may mean that interest is covered by their personal allowance or savings allowance rather than taxed at the higher rate in the other partner's account. Strategic income splitting isn't dodgy, it's smart, legal, and encouraged by financial advisors across the UK. But there's also a warning. With more people trying to access government schemes and financial tools, scam websites are becoming more common, especially fake websites that mimic the look of gov.uk. These copycat websites ask you to input personal information or even pay fees for services that are free. Ms. Suter warns the public to always double-check they're using legitimate government domains. For HMRC and DWP services, always ensure the web address ends in gov.uk and never pay upfront for something you can apply for free. As the cost of living crisis continues to bite, now is the time to take action. Whether you're a couple, a young family, a pensioner, or someone juggling multiple income streams, the UK tax system does still offer relief, but only if you know where to look and how to claim. These 5 tools could help you reclaim your financial independence, reduce anxiety, and make the most of your hard-earned income. From reclaiming old tax refunds to maximizing savings and earning power, the power is truly in your hands. So take this as your call to action. Check your eligibility for marriage allowance even if you're retired. Review any side income and ensure you're using the trading allowance. Consider renting a spare room and claim the full benefit of the rent-a-room scheme. Open a tax-free childcare account and lighten your monthly burden. And check whether your savings are optimally placed to earn interest without falling into the tax trap. And most importantly, always use trusted sources. Gov. UK, official HMRC channels, or verified advisors like Citizens Advice or Turn to Us. Because in a world where every penny counts, knowing your rights isn't just smart, it's essential. Stay tuned for more updates on financial relief, DWP support, and tax-free income opportunities. Subscribe to this channel for the latest, clearest breakdowns of how to claim what's yours. Stay informed. Stay empowered. Stay supported. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.